Oh, we are live. I kind of forgot to announce that.
So I guess in about a few minutes maybe, you know?
Yeah, give it a few minutes. I'll get logged in.
Yeah, you have to announce it.
What?
You have to announce it.
Announce what?
And it's like, yeah, good road.
What? You're saying like I don't have to do something that I do like literally every video since March of 2020?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now you've decided I don't have to announce it? Huh? Yeah. Game changer after a year and a half. Okay. I do think I'm logged in now though. All right, we're good. Okay, shimmy. I think Alice, she can hear my shimmy when I shimmy that we're live. She's the only one though. Even though you're standing here staring at me, I think only Alice can hear me. Yeah.
How much you date now?
Oh, you want me to tell him about that? You want? You don't want to have to give your version during roll call? Okay. No. All right. Well, we wait for a few people to join us. So last night, yesterday, my back was killing me, and so I wasn't feeling up for it. But he had made us reservations at this little restaurant in downtown Edmonds. And so I guess now, I don't know if this is common or not, but so he had to put a deposit down on the...
You're not saying all that.
I am. No, it's part of it. It's part of it. Just relax. Let me tell the... I gave you the opportunity to tell the story. So apparently you have to put a deposit down to hold reservations, which I guess is a thing. Now, unless, of course, that was part of a tall tale, which now that I'm realizing he doesn't want me to tell you may very well be the actual truth. Oh, I see your face. That was a lie. Oh, anyways, okay. Forget the part that I just said maybe that's a thing. It is only a thing in the director's made-up world, isn't it? You fibber. Okay, so we had reservations to go to dinner last night. My back was hurting. It wasn't feeling good. And he goes, okay, well, since you don't want to go, I still am going to go because I put a deposit down. And I don't want to lose my money. It wasn't much. It was like $30, but I don't want to lose my money, he says. So he's going to go. And I said, well, I'll tell you what. You are certainly not going without me because I don't want you to be the only one that has any fun around here. And if you're going to go have fun, I'm going to make sure I ruin it. So anyways, so he said, when we get home, give me a glass of wine. It'll probably help my back, which it did, by the way. And so anyways, so I'm feeling much better by the time we're getting ready to leave. And I curl my hair. I actually put on some jeans and some nice boots. And I found, something to wear. And I'm like, okay, I think I'm ready to go. I look pretty awesome. And he says to me, he says, oh, I'm glad you feel that way about yourself. What? Not, yes, babe, you do. You look great. Nope. I say, I look awesome. And he goes, I'm glad you feel that way about yourself. Yeah. So that was date night. Anywho, he always brags that he has 5 sisters. So he's good with women, but it turns out, right? So, anywho, yes, Kip, I do. See? So the ladies are like, what? What? You said what? All right. Are you ready? It's your turn.
I'm glad that you feel that way about yourself. It's a bad thing.
Yeah. You didn't say, oh, I agree. You look great. No, you said, oh, I'm glad you feel that way about yourself.
I thought that was a compliment in itself.
That's a compliment in itself. I have to give my own self compliments.
And we'll just reiterate it.
Oh, God.
What you feel, I think
you didn't reiterate it, though. You just, no, you didn't say, yes, you look great. You didn't say that. You said, I'm glad you feel that you look great.
What? Sure.
Body positive.
I'm glad you. I'm very happy you feel that way about yourself.
Yeah.
I'm very positive.
Yeah.
Okay, wanna rock and roll up?
All right. I'm clearing all the stuff so you don't spill on my
Spill it
stuff.
all over there?
Yeah.
Get out of
All
here.
right. Okay, it's time. Time for roll call.
Yeah, no matter how long it takes, I've come to realize that you're just an odd duck.
Yes, but at least I feel good about myself.
Yeah.
No thanks to you.
And I'm glad you feel that way. I'm absolutely happy.
Jerk.
I couldn't be more happy.
Yeah.
All right, so
What we aren't gonna do is put you in charge of a husband training course.
I think they love it.
Nobody would
Yeah,
send their
I think
husband
so.
to that course.
Right, so Kip.
Hooray!
Kippy, hello to you too, Kippy, and Jan with a plan. I understand, Jan. It was almost like a limerick.
Yeah, you were going somewhere.
No, it was good. It's almost. That's gonna be on my 1970s Lights Out Soul album. I'm gonna get me one of those polyester suits of some sort. All right, Alice, shimmy time. Alice says shimmy. I guess you know that, Brookie. Moscow.
Yeah.
And
You can hear me.
Denslow, how low can you go? Denslow. I know, right? So you get the tulip is always lovely, lovely, lovely. And Otto, hello, Otto. And let me see, and Charlotte, can she do it? Well, she made it. Happy Thursday to you too, Charlotte. Happy Thursday. And Alice will say, it's better than my boss giving me more work, so I would rather hear your shimmy. Want to give me another? Go for it. Look at that. There you go. Look at that.
Can you hear me, Alice? There's
Yeah.
an extra shimmy for you.
If you know what, I think it's worth about 20 rubles. At least 20 rubles.
I don't know how much a ruble is worth, but I feel it's not much.
Well, yeah, you see, now you're learning. And downstairs, Gordon. Hey, your father's here.
Hello, Father.
You see, she says, hello, father. I don't think she's ever spoken to you like that, but okay. Hey, Double T, Trevor, how you doing? Out there,
Hello.
Trevor's probably, he's not making a drink today, is he?
Tomorrow is drink day.
Tomorrow, Trevor's putting on his barman's outfit,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to be making something.
Something snazzy.
Something with like loads of alcohol in it, Trevor.
I'm sure of it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Let me see. And Sarah, she's finally get a chance to be here live. Well, hello, Sarah. Glad you can join us. Do. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, smile. That's a great song.
Oh, I totally thought you were gonna break it.
It doesn't break into Sarah's smile?
Huh?
It doesn't break into Sarah's smile.
I did. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
I don't know how the tune goes. But
Just like I said, I'm glad you feel that way about yourself. and the Witcher. There you go, your love. It sort of roll on off the glass mat. One of these days it's going to crack, and you're going to see that live. And you're going to force me to borrow your new one.
yeah, considering they've been like back ordered forever,
I
we
know, huh?
will not be happy with you.
Probably not. Aunt Stacy, Duchess Blasey, hello, love. How are you? Stacy is somewhere in Reno, doing what people do in Reno.
Well, I have a pretty good idea what people do in Reno.
What do they do in Reno?
Don't they gamble?
That's Vegas.
Oh, what do they do in Reno?
They probably gamble at smaller casinos, I'd imagine.
So, still, I didn't say gamble at the Bellagio. That wasn't my whole sentence. I said they probably gamble.
But
And you said that's Vegas. And I said, what do they do in Reno? And you said they probably gamble, but at smaller casinos.
Yeah,
So isn't my answer correct?
probably. But I really can't. Now, when I speak with Blasey, I find it hard that she's like a poker player at the table, like WSOP or something like that.
Is she?
I don't know. No, I don't. She
Are you
could
just
be.
making stuff up?
I know she's a professional poker player.
We're like live,
I know.
and you're just making stuff up and spreading rumors that you have nothing, you know nothing about.
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. You sit. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Kippy, So now she understands why.
She went to Reno for outdoor activities and to visit a grandchild.
I know, probably. She's probably like in Reno hanging out. And Kippy said she's drinking a 4-pack after 4-pack. Oh, she understand drinking beer after she had surgeries. Okay. So that's why. So the beer is her choice.
That was having to do with the wine in my back.
I know, right? Wow.
In case you weren't listening to me like usual.
I stepped. What Tommy P said. I stepped in it.
Yeah.
What I stepped in?
Not being nice.
I'm very nice. I'm not. Yeah. Oh, let me see. Let me see. You took. It's been told you look fine. Oh, that was that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess fine, perhaps, maybe. I don't know.
You didn't say that I looked fine. You said.
I said, I'm glad you feel that way.
You feel that way.
I think so. I mean, it's good. It's this positive affirmation.
Oh, but you didn't give me any.
Well,
luckily, I don't need your.
Well, you know what? I tell you what. Guess who I would like to buy a car from? Margot Lemon. There you go, Margot. How you doing, love?
Poor Margot.
I love Margot.
I know,
Susan Towner, the trapster, somewhere in Everett. Susan's gambling in Everett right now, probably.
You really think so?
Everybody's gambling. Everybody. Veronica's gambling over at the Quest. Alice, she's gambling in the office. She got a poker pulled up on a mobile phone. Tammy's gambling somewhere while watching The Witcher. Yeah, I don't know. Marriage boot camp. Yeah, you know that would be interesting. I could probably do that solo. Marriage boot camp.
Boot camp?
Yeah, marriage for marriage. Like I can go by myself.
Marriage boot camp?
Yeah, probably good for me.
Yeah, I'm certain they're not telling you you can teach it.
Yeah, I think so. That's what they said.
No, I'm certain that if we were to vote on whether you would be the appropriate person to teach marriage boot camp,
you're leading. You're like leading the people here. You're leading.
I don't have to lead them.
The connotation
they
in your voice.
They are very intelligent.
The crescendo. You're leading.
No.
You're leading.
After a year with you on this video,
you're leading.
They know whether they would want you leading that.
So Gordon said hello, Day Gator. I don't know if that's like a science fiction movie, right there. Day Gator. And then
that's his daughter.
That's D-A-Y. Day Gator.
Oh, it does say Day Gator.
Day Gator. That's news. Maybe that's with Flash. Then he fixed it with daughter. There we go. Yeah. Right on. He makes sure he got it right.
Day Gator. Although Dad did make me watch Sharknado.
Sharknado. Good show. Yeah. Deserves an Oscar. Absolute Oscar. Stacey said they have gambling in Reno, but the locals don't do that. What the locals do in Reno, they do flash mobs.
Stays in Reno.
No, they do flash mobs. They dance to like Dean Martin. You know how we like Dean Martin, yeah?
I feel like I don't have any concept where this conversation started or is going.
Such is my life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm glad you feel that way about yourself. Yeah, no drinks and gambling for me. Trevor don't gamble. Trevor says he's working on a photo shoot right now. So Trevor does not gamble. And Tammy's like, ha. And Stacy's only played slots. But her son-in-law's a huge poker player and plays in tournaments. Right on. There we go. Well,
now we're updated.
We updated.
Your rumors have been debunked.
Has been the debunk. The
debunk.
I know that. I took that out of Gordon's playbook.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go. All right, you got it.
Yeah.
But you have it. You know that.
One of these times you lean on the table like that, the whole thing's gonna collapse.
I'm trying to be like, you know that commercial about not to be like your parents, you know, like the guy with the with
if
the
you have to grunt when you stand up.
When you get up, you know, everybody gonna look. I held my breath.
Those commercials are so funny. Yeah. Some of them are me. Some of them are me. Oh, a lot of them are you. Yeah. All right. I have to clean up the mess you left on the mat here. Okay, so we have a little bit of a project today. Well, probably more than a little bit. But I do have some new stuff to show you. So, where to start? Where to start? Okie dokie. Now that, I feel like roll call kind of just went on its own off course today. Yeah. Okay, so first off, I want to show you these sample cards that Dave at Memory Box sent us. And I have these dies on order, but I wanted to show you guys them because if you want to reserve them, I'm going, oh. Seriously, can you look for a piece up there that looks like this holly leaf? Because it just came unglued and it's not on my card. Yeah, right around there where you are, where the cards came from, there should be an extra holly leaf somewhere.
Is the holly leaf stopping the show?
Yeah, it really is. Yep. Okay.
No holly leaf.
Well, I feel like you did a kind of a half job of looking. Like, look all around. Like, locate the holly leaf is what we need.
No holly leaf.
Well, locate it. It's around. So you have to look wider than the, 2 inches. Okay. So let's talk about these cool dies. So this is the very, very newest one. And there was actually a holly leaf that looked like that attached to this berry. That's what I'm having him look. So what these are all easel cards. This one, these two here, they didn't give me a stopper, but I'm going to kind of talk to you about them. And each one of these, one die set makes the whole card, which is like super, super awesome. So they are $33 a piece. But so let's kind of talk about this one. The way that these work is there's going to be a die in the package that will make this with this piece right here. So that's where you would connect this one. So it's very, very easy to turn these into easel cards. And you get all of these pieces in there to create this cool little scene. So I think he sent these to me because I bought all the glitter paper for the store. But in looking at them, I kind of just probably didn't even much pay attention until you see them in real life. But they are so cool. So what's also neat about the way that these work, and I'm going to show you probably on this one because it'll be a little bit easier because of the different colors to see. So you've got the big piece here that's going to attach and turn this into an easel card just like that. Then in the package, you have this red piece, which is going to give you the nice outline. And then you have the piece that has the house, okay? So you can either take your set and make it an easel card, just like this, by attaching this back piece, or you have a really cool set of dies that makes a flat house. And so kind of just zooming in, this one does have some extra pieces here that will create snow, but look at how pretty that is with the glitter paper, and all the dies are in there. So this is going to be really easy to make, and it's just one die set. And then you've got the barn. Now the only thing on this one that's not included in the die set is this little wreath right here, but that's how you make it holiday. So both the house and the barn are really good for, all year kind of projects. But a lot of you guys have little bits of foliage or something, so it's very easy to make a wreath. Or we can track down which die set that is. He didn't send me anything with item numbers. But so this is the barn, this is the house, and then this is the snow globe, which is much cooler when you saw the holly leaf there, but I see he stopped looking. So it's somewhere here, we might find it. All right, so those ones, they've been ordered and they should be shipping any day now. So let me know if you want me to reserve any of those for you because they're really, really cool. Okay, and then I had this one to show you guys yesterday, but I didn't have the card done. So we have a new bundle. This is a $14 bundle, and it's going to include this most cutest little snowman and the new Merry Christmas. These are both from the new Poppy Stamps release. But we went ahead and made this card yesterday, and I'm so loving this guy. He is freaking adorable. He comes with the scarf, with the hat. It's easy to do his nose and his, his eyes, his hat, all that kind of stuff. But remember that plaid paper pad that we used, that we talked about yesterday? So that's what I put behind him and for his scarf and his little hat thing right here. It's adorable. Now, this Merry Christmas and this backdrop are from the Glitters, okay? And we did just get in, Memory Box has, they have 3 colors of wood papers. And so this, did you come over to show me something?
No, if you when you get a break.
Okay, one second, and then you can have the field here. So this particular kit is going to include 1 sheet of the brown, and I just added a little bit of brown ink, and it's also going to include 1 sheet of the white wood grain, because I'm hoping you guys can see that. I actually used, let me see, is that focusing? There we go. I used wood grain for the panel, but just because it seemed fun, I actually used it. Are you guys going to be able to see this? For the whole card base. It's cool. So it means the card actually has a little bit of texture, and then it's smooth on the inside. So we have those in open stock too, in 3 different colors. So the brown and the white come in your pack, and then there's also, I haven't unpacked this yet, but there's also a cream. So these will be out in the store, and they're $1 a piece if you need some extra wood grain papers. Okay? So this is the Whittle Snowman bundle, and these are all packed and ready to go. Okay, it's your break. Ready?
Wait, you cut something?
Oh, what?
Why you cut something? Why get something done? So no, I just so what we know is our lovable Gordon, or Dr. Schneider's our resident scientist.
Okay.
But what most people don't know about him is that he also dances hip hop in the West Coast, and it's a little interesting video of Dr. Schneider.
Sideways.
Yeah, there we go. Let's see. There you go. That's gonna be Gordo over there on the left side, right there, as he's in the Bay Area. And look at that. Look at him. Look at it. Can you believe it?
Oh my God, that looks like Gordon.
That's your father. That is your dad. Look at him. Doing his little dance. There you go. This is what he does when he takes those flights to California. See? There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Hey, this is what I love. You need to teach me this here. There you go. That's the Gordon right there. That's the Gordon. That's that California mood. That's the Gordon.
I like that this guy dressed up for his video too.
Yeah. So not only is he the resident doctor, there we go.
Yeah. Okay. That would be awesome. Okay, Carol says she took pictures of the cards on the front table. The holly leaf from the snow globe might be there. So could you locate that?
Okay.
Thank you. Okie doke.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, see? All right. Okay, so I have something else to show you guys that just came in. So these just arrived today, and I wanted to be sure that I told you about them because most likely they will be limited in quantities. Thanks. We found it. Thank you, Carol. Is he on here?
Yeah, he was on it.
Oh, that's funny. All right. So what we got in is Simple Stories has been having, you know, a little bit of issues with their inventory coming, as have lots of companies. So this is their new Christmas collection. It's called Simple Vintage Rustic Christmas. And at the moment, all I have are collection kits and then what's called the Collector's Essential Kit, okay? So the Collector's Kit has, it's funny actually, the page that's usually in the front is not even full size, which is weird. That's kind of strange. It's like 11 by 11, which I've not seen before, but at any rate, so you get 12 sheets of paper and a sticker sheet, and the collection kit is $15. So I can take these out and show you, but I also wanted to show you that for this line we have the Collector's Essential Kit, and this one is $26. So it's going to include the 12 sheets of paper and the stickers, but it's also going to include the bits and pieces and one of the washi tapes, okay? So if you like doodads and whatnots, this is going to be the better option for you because you do get your ephemeras. And the ephemeras are usually the ones that sell out anyways. So right now, this is what we have for this collection, but I will show you what these look like in the pack. And then, and definitely for all of the Simple Story stuff that I'm about to show you, if there's something that you want, please don't wait, because if I need to get more, I need to do it ASAP, because I don't know what the stock is going to be like. So we're just going to kind of flip through this really quick so that you can see what all the papers look like, because they're quite pretty. Oh, wow. I always love it when I look through and I'm like, oh, really? Okay. This is really pretty. Really, really pretty. Okay. All right. So, and then there are your stickers. Okay, so that is Rustic Christmas. No, Simple Vintage Rustic Christmas. Yes. Okay. And that's the collection kit and then the collector's essential kit. Okay. So now, but what we got in also, so those ones are just paper packs, do as you wish. And then we got in some project packs from these guys. So this is really our first time bringing these ones in, and so I'm curious to see how you guys like them. So this one is the page kit, and the page kits are $15. It's going to make 2 double page layouts, and I believe there's directions in here, but since this is the first time, I'm going to open it up and we're going to take a look. Okay. So these are from their Simple Pages. Oh, this is pretty nice, actually. So if you go to crops and things like that, these are perfect kits because they're super easy to make, even if somebody is, you know, talking to you. So you've got directions here for page 1 and page 2, and then probably the back has the other layouts, page left and right pages. So what you have is it's a chipboard, but it's a thin chipboard, and I'm pretty sure this is how they're doing their chipboard now. So that's going to be what you need. You get, this is a sheet of die cuts, so that that's going to be, you know, the fishtails for right there. So those are all cut for you. These are the other elements already die cut. Wow, this is really easy. Oh my gosh. And then these ones are single-sided papers already printed. So a lot of the layering is going to be already done for you, which is also how they can make such a great price for the double page layout. But you get enough embellishments in here to make it look like you've put all the layers in without having to do all the layered work. So that's pretty fantastic. And then these are the pages for the other one. So that's how the layout pages is going to roll. Okay. So this is for our scrapbookers, and we haven't gotten really too many scrapbook kits in the past, but I have had requests for these. So if it's your thing, be sure to let me know so that we don't miss out, because I don't know what their stock is going to be like. So that is, this one says it's called Magical Season. Maybe, no, this is still the same Santa though from Rustic Christmas, isn't it? No, it looked a little, well, I don't know. I think it's the same, but yeah, I think this is the scrapbook page. I'm just looking to see if it matches the paper. Yeah, so Rustic Christmas, the one that I just showed you, this is the page kit for that one. All right, and then we also have 2 additional page kits to show you. Okay, this one, let me turn it over. So this one is a Halloween one. I have very limited quantities of this because Halloween is right around the corner, but I do know that a lot of people are still going to be scrapbooking Halloween. So again, this one is going to have, most likely, it's going to have your die cut bits and pieces And it is going to have the chipboard. This is going to be your chipboard, and then your couple sheets of die cuts as well. Maybe you have 3 sheets in this one. I'm not sure. But anyways, so $15 on the Halloween one. And then we also have this beautiful fall one. And wow, this one is gorgeous. So let me just, so that you guys can see some of the colors on this one. Okay, so yeah, I can give you guys an update on the craft along. The rub-ons just arrived, so I'm gonna try and get things packed up tonight. Because the dies are here. The only thing that didn't arrive was the white paper from Dress My Craft, so I'm gonna have to substitute a different white paper, but I don't think that is going to be an issue. So we should be able to get them kitted and ready for pickup for, I'll shoot for tomorrow, but we should be good for Saturday for sure. So this one is, I wanted to take this one out so that you guys could see, because the colors are amazing in this fall one. So, and you've got like the cool truck, but it's lots of oranges and yellows, but the colors are just rich and beautiful. Okay. So there's going to be your double page layout for one of them, and then that's for your other one. Okay. Now, pack these all up. Because the kitting shouldn't be too much on the craft along, and I really, really don't want to have to postpone it, but I do know that I've got to get some in the mail for you guys. So, if I only get a handful of kits made tonight, then we'll do them for the shipping people first, because I got to get those out in the mail, and then we'll try to have the rest Saturday. But okay, so this next one, my friends, is the card kit. So the card kit, I think it was like 12 bucks, something like that. So it's simple card making. You have directions for all of your cards, and then you're going to have your card bases. You're going to have another sheet of that thin chipboard, and then you're going to have a number of sheets of die cut pieces. Okay. So it's a bunch of, it's got all your layers for backgrounds and things like that. Now, remember that these are all printed, so most of the layers on these are printed, which is, how they can kind of get away with, do we have 1 or 2? Oh, 2, I think they put 2 in here on accident. But anyway, so you got lots of die cuts. You've got all the pieces you need. This is a fantastic kit. If you have somebody who's new to crafting too, right? This is going to be a great present for them to kind of get them rolling. Or if you have a friend who wants to make some cards but maybe doesn't have a ton of supplies like dies and things like that, because really all you need is some adhesive, some foam, and some ink if you want to. You could gussy it up with some gems, some twine. Oh, that orange twine we showed the other week would be really pretty with this one. So, okay, that's all I've got for kits for you. The Harvest Wishes card kit, the Autumn Harvest page kit, the Happy Haunting page kit, and the Magical Season page kit. And then we've got the Rustic Christmas collection kit and Collector's Essential kits. Okay, so the craft along, okay, let me just grab this and kind of tell you guys, because I think, can you run a report on how many craft alongs we have left? 18 should be total, even if I changed it, because remember that extra one did come. Okay, he's gonna tell me how many we have left. So, because I think we have at least some, and it's $30, is that right? Okay. So we're going to make 2 cards in here. You're going to get this set of dies in the craft along for a slimline, and we're going to work it into an A2 card in one of the cards, And then for this card here, we're going to make this beautiful slimline, and I'm going to show you how to do it. But what's really exciting is these transfers. You're going to get a sheet of these transfers. They're a new type of transfer that we haven't really used before. So you're going to get a sheet of these. We do have some others here in the store. If you decide you like them, we'll have some other options for you to put into your stash and play with. Put it not upside down. But they're really, really fun. So I cannot wait to go through this with you guys.
17.
How many are sold? 16. So we have two additional spots. Okay. So we only have 2 spots left. So if you did not sign up yet and you want to join us, you can call the store actually right now because he'll answer the phone if you want to get signed up. Okay. Alrighty. Let's start our project. So today we are going to feature a new holiday set from Pink Fresh. So this one is a stamp, a die, and a layering stencil, and it is so pretty for the holidays. So the bundle for these guys is $45, and this is a die, a slimline die. It is $24.99, but we have this one on special for $21, and I'm thinking that this die is going to be so fantastic for the holidays and for fall, because when you die cut it, you can die cut it in, say, 2 different colors, right? And then one of the ones will be the background, and then the other one will have all of these knockout pieces, and you put those back in. It's going to give you such a cool effect. So you can do white and you can do red to give you kind of a candy cane effect. You could do like a brown and a gold. You could do like a blue and a white. You can do all kinds of cool things. You could even do it with a glitter paper and put, you know, one of those strips as glitter paper and the other one maybe as like a regular paper or something. But there's some really cool stuff. I'm not sure if I'm gonna work it into this card today, but I did want to show you guys that because we have it on special. Okay, so let's get started with this one. So what I have first is I think I have both things on hold. Hi, Debbie.
You recording?
Yeah, we're live.
Hi.
Debbie says hi. All right. Okay. So I've got an A2 here, and we've kind of talked about how these work before, but what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to stamp it at the end and hope that I don't muck it up. So fingers crossed. All right. So now with these stencils, this is a 6-pack of stencils. Okay. So you may want to organize them into an order. And the stencils always are listed right up here. Okay. Okay, so that will tell you which ones to start with. So we have the tree. These are the 3 for the tree, and then these are the ones for the decorating of the tree. So I'm going to set those off to the side, and we're going to do our tree first. Now, when we've taken classes with Pink Fresh in the past, they have actually kind of jumped around in the order that they do the tree. But because I haven't done this before, I literally just unpacked it right before the video. I'm not going to necessarily jump around. So what I'm going to do is, it also has these little lines right here, and that is to help you line it up with your A2. And because I'm using a sticky grid that's bigger than my card panel, I'm hoping this is going to be really fantastic and just hold my stencil down for me. I don't know if that's going to work, but I'm hoping it does, because wouldn't that be great if it does? Although yeah, I think it's going to be, might be a little bit more than I need, but okay. So Then I'm going to grab, now I was just looking, we've talked about these before and these seemed like they were indefinitely back ordered, but I just looked at the date on the Pink Fresh mini cubes and it's showing that they may be available to ship in just a couple weeks. So this is really, really great news. I'm gonna pick 2 colors here for my tree, and I'm gonna use my mini brushes today. I don't know that you need to use your mini brushes, but they were the ones I could find. So, and we do have some small details in here, so it'll be good for today. Okay, just so I know what colors we are going to be working with. All right, so for this one, I'm going to, let's start with olive. What color do we think olive is? Do we think it's pretty, it looks pretty green tree? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna pick up some olive. Let me grab that little thing so it stays put. All right, here goes. So on each of these tree parts, I'm gonna start a little darker at the top and kind of fan down. Now, I'm not sure, I picked a random scrap of white from my scrap bin and I am not sure if that was my best move, but we're gonna try it and see how this goes. Okay. Yeah, it's probably good. Bye, Debbie. Okay. It's kind of a weird paper. What paper did I pick? I might need to get another piece of paper. This might drive me crazy. I'll take it off here and show you guys in just a minute because it's funny. It's very speckly, which is strange. Okay, so and this one has a couple of little thin bits, so you may find that you kind of want to go from the bottom up on that thin bit or use your like pixie spray or something like that, which I don't have, so I'm fine with it. But oh, it worked just fine. Ooh, actually I don't know if I'm hating this now. Here, I'll bring this up so that you guys can see it. But it's funny and I wasn't exactly expecting it. So can you see how it's like speckly? Odd, huh? I don't know which paper this is. And this is one of those, you know, lessons about paper matters. So, okay. All right. Now we are going to put this down. I'm gonna put that right here. Grab my little cloth and my spray. And just clean that off a little bit. Okay, I can clean it more, but then I don't get big mess later. Okay, now we're gonna move on to number 2. So I'm gonna grab stencil number 2 and we're gonna go with the lighter green. Give ourselves a little bit more vibrancy in our tree. So line that up, and this one. Okay, and because I used the darker one first, this might be where, you know, if you've got brushes, you might if you were going to do this kind of a color pattern, you may want to do the number 2 before the number 1, because then it's easier to move to the darker color. But since I didn't do that, I've got what I got. Okay. All right. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, so and then you can put in, you know, as much color variation and shading as you want to do here. I'm just being a little bit careful with that. Okay. Oh, you know what I didn't grab? Could you grab me the browns? I forgot the browns. Or I guess I could get them, because I'm probably closer. I just realized that we want to do a different color on the trunk. Okay, so this particular stencil, the trunk is on this one, so let's grab dough, and I need scissors. Are you watching the video for comments? Is that what you're doing? Oh, okay. All right, and so the color I'm going to use is dough, and this is from the brown, one. And I have zero color idea what this is, but we're going to just go for it. This paper is really weird. I don't know what paper. I wonder if this was a, oh, I wonder if this was an alcohol ink marker paper. That could be it. All right, well, you know what, friends, we got what we got. We're already this far in, so we're gonna keep going. Okay, and so that is stencil number 2. Ooh, this is looking pretty good though. Pretty good. And let me put some of these things away so that I don't have an enormous mess here. All right, and dough. Okay, and spray bottle. Okay. Set off to the side. All right, now we're gonna grab stencil number 3. Now stencil number 3, we're gonna line this one up again, just how we've been doing with the marks, and then I'm going to realize that my darkest color that I used, I already used it for parts of the tree, so now I'm gonna have to come back and have it a little bit darker where I put in these embellishments, just to give the tree a little bit of dimension. So if you ever have any questions, you can take a look at the packaging, because it does have all of that information for you, but it doesn't necessarily have what colors that they used, so you kind of have to just guess. So I'm gonna grab the green one again, and I'm gonna grab let's grab a not crazy darker brown, like Gathered Twigs. Pink Fresh's Gathered Twigs, not Tim's Gathered Twigs. Okay, so for the brown one, I'm gonna go in and put my lines in just like that. Okay, now for the green, so this is again the darkest green, which I did use on the top of the tree, but I'm just gonna come in, and in all of these little lines that it's got, I'm gonna add this darker color just to give it that little oomph. Oops, that one might have been a lot. Now, Pink Fresh inks are kind of known to be one of the most like vibrant and sort of full-bodied inks. So, and I've noticed this sometimes when I'm working with like the pinks and stuff. When you get pink, you get pink. So just, you know, kind of keep that in mind as you're working with these ones. That, or if you're working with other ones and you're like, why am I not getting that kind of, you know, color result? It has to do with their inks are kind of, they're pretty bold. So, okay, let's see how we did. Ooh, nice. Oh, it's so exciting. I think these are like so fun to do because it's, you know, as you go along. Oh, shoot. You know what I didn't do though? Didn't do this one little bow down here, which I don't even know what it goes to. Okay, let's put this back. Okay. Put this back exactly where it goes, otherwise my thing won't line up. And I have these two little things down here. Now, I don't know. They go with, hold on. I'm just trying to see which package they go with. Okay, they go with this package here. And I think they're the darker color. Okay, so I think they are the darker green. Well, at any rate, they're the darker green now. Okay. All right. And clean as we go. Okay. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to move on to stencil number 4. Stencil number 4 is going to put these cute little ornaments in our project. Okay, and you'll see kind of as you know, start to line these things up, that the spaces are sort of left behind. So it does make it a little bit easy. So I'm going to just look here because I want to see what I'm getting into package-wise, okay? Now, I don't have to perfectly follow this, but what this does do is it helps me know what colors I'm putting down with this stencil. So here, when I look at these baubles, I'm seeing a dark red for the baubles. And that's what, you know, they have in this tree. You can still pick whatever colors, but this way you know. But what they have here is they have the light color of sort of the pink package. So you're not putting in the dark ribbon on this one, you're putting in the light pink package, okay? And then on this one, we're putting in the orange package. So let's just get ourselves a couple of brushes. And because I know we're gonna be doing that lighter pink package, let's go with passion fruit. Okay. Because remember, these, while we were talking about it, right, these colors are very vibrant, so you do want to start light because you can always add more ink. And I'm going really delicate because one of these little lines in the middle is not actually attached at the top. So that's why I'm just kind of going slow. If I'd used pixie spray, I probably could have whipped this out a lot faster, but I did not. So, but I do want my package to be kind of a little less sketchy than that tree. Okay, I'm happy with that. And now we're gonna go with let's go with sweet mustard for that is a bright color for our little package over here. Nice. Okay, and then we're gonna grab a darker red. Did I put the right lid on? Yeah. Darker red for our baubles. Okay, so this one is Candy Apple, and here goes nothing. It's pretty red, which, you know, is kind of what I was going for, but still, when you lay it down, it looks really red, which I like. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, there we go. It is so coming together. This is looking so fantastic. All right. If you haven't started scanning yet, could you come fill this water bottle for me? Because it keeps, it's like, it looks full, but it doesn't seem to have enough to be spraying for me.
This guy here.
This one, I need it filled with this.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks nice.
Okay. All right, so now we're gonna move to stencil number 5. Okay. So stencil number 5 has the bauble tops and the other presents. So again, it's really easy if you kind of just notch it into where it's supposed to go based on what you've already colored. Then it's really, really easy. But what I'm gonna have him do, because I think this is, oh nope, I think I'm gonna wait till the next layer to do this. Oh, thank you. You got to put the weight back though. Okay, so let's go again with a yellow. Maybe we'll do a marigold for the tree star at the top, but we'll go with sweet mustard for the tops of these guys. So yellow. All right, and then I'm gonna look at my package again, or my thing here, and I'm gonna see what color these packages are, and you are totally free to change it, of course, depending on how you want it, but it still does give you a nice frame of reference. So let me put the star on, and then we will figure out our packages. So I did switch to a slightly darker star. Now, if you wanted to do something, you know, like if you wanted to use a gold delicata or something like that, that would be really pretty on the star as well. You may need to dry it between layers though, if you were gonna use like a pigment ink. So, all right, let's see. Oh, what color, what color? Let's go with a really light coral for under this package here, but that also means I'm gonna have to clean this brush off because remember how red it was? So let's give this guy a scrub. Okay. And that is really pretty. Really, really pretty. Okay. And then we're gonna go with, let's go with a teal on this other package. So now this is why it always helps to look at this until you get used to your stencil. We are going to end up with a little holly twig on here. So I want to make sure that I pick a blue package that's light enough that my green will show. So I'm just going to go with Ocean Breeze because I can always add more color if I need to. I'm going to get this. Okay. Oh, this is so pretty. Okay. And it's hard to believe that was already stencil number 5. So like we are really moving along on this. It goes pretty fast. There we go. Thank you for the spray bottle. I didn't mean to interrupt what you're doing over there. Okay. Alrighty. Now, last stencil. Do you think you could find me that gold stuff we were talking about? Huh? That would be awesome. And maybe a palette knife. Just because I think it would be pretty fun. Okay. So because I know that this has to line up in certain areas on this stencil, I'm going to kind of move it around just a little bit. This last one has all of the fine detail, right? So it kind of depends on how well I lined up my stencils the first go around as to how well it's going to line up this time. So just, you know, wiggle it around till you're happy with it. Okay. Anything else? Are you almost done with that box yet? Okay. Okay. So now I know we're going to go back to the dark red for this guy, and we're going to go back to the green for our foliage. So here's the deal though. This is where, can you guys see this? Oh, it's off the screen. Okay. So this is where we've got a little bit of detail issues, because we've got bright red here, and we want bright red in the berry, right? But I don't want bright red in that little green foliage. So I'm going to just take my Post-it note and block that off because I don't want it to be red. Okay. So now I have my darkest of reds. Okay. And that's just popped right into there. And I will tell you there's one more thing over here that I need to do. So depending on how good you are at keeping your brushes where you want them to be, because I don't want it in this one, but we're gonna risk it because some days are like that, and I'm just gonna color the berries. Okay, boom, nice, good job, Brooke. All right, my green one, and I'm gonna go in because I feel like the foliage still should be green. So now I didn't clean it, and I really don't want to, but I'm going to put this right here. Just you want to make sure that you don't cover up the green foliage. Okay, and we're just gonna put our little green swag right in there, and I'm going to put this right over there. Okay, now we have 2 more things to do. All right, this one we can pick whatever color we want on that leaf, but since I used blue on this package, or on this ribbon right here, on the thing on the back they use like a green, but because I used a blue over here, I kind of want to use a blue just sort of to tie things together a little bit. And so I'm gonna go with a slightly different blue, but in that same blue family, and we're gonna add in that little ribbon. Now again, you just want to be careful that you don't get it over. Okay. All right. Now, here's where things get fun. Okay, we have on this stencil, we have this little set of bubbles. And I think that this would be really fun. So I've grabbed the Lawn Fawn stencil paste in gold. That's new, okay? And we are going to I just want a little bit. There isn't a whole, I don't want a lot because I don't want to have to wait for it to dry. But I'm gonna just Apparently I can't talk at the same time, so you'll have to excuse me on that. It's a big focus right here. Oh my God. And this stuff is really pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, can I have you pop over here and dry this for me? Okay, so I'm gonna take, but look at that. So you can see the little bubbles. So these are all wet, but I need you to dry that without heating it and bubbling it, okay? But I also need all of the inks dry too, so that I got it plugged in. Yeah, you should be good now. Okay, so while he does that, I'm gonna clean up here just a minute. So.
Create a splatter background.
Yeah. Don't you think that'll be fun?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Splatter brush.
No, I was gonna do it a different way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and just kind of a reminder on your stencils that a lot of times the red will be a staining color. It doesn't really make any difference as to how the stencil works, but a lot of times the red will stain. So you just, you know, I don't know if you guys can see that on the video, but okay. So, is it dry?
Oh, okay. I don't want to touch it.
Not quite dry. Feels a little sticky. Okay, now we are going to, because what I think we're going to do is, oh, I didn't really think that through. Well, I may stamp it, I may not. You know what? I wonder, wait a minute, did I miss something? Nope, it's white. Do you see that one has a white ribbon on it? That's what I was thinking I missed, but I don't think that I did. Yeah. Okay, so what's great about this one is, so you have the stamp to do the extra detail, and we might skip it for today because I think this looks really pretty and painterly. But you have the stamp in the bundle to do the extra detail. And then we have this die, and what's great about the die is it's a one-pass die is how they've designed it, and this is how Pink Fresh is doing a lot of their stuff going forward. So you've got the tree, you've got the two packages, and you'll notice everything is in the same, you know, the same layout. So the die will cut the tree and the packages separate, but at the same time. So you don't have to try to line up a whole bunch of different stuff. You just have to line it up once. So this is the Lawn Fawn stencil paste on here. Isn't that pretty? It just added this really pretty little touch of gold. Now that I did that though, I'm wondering if I should have waited till I did the die cutting. Well, you know what? This is part of the fun of crafting. You just don't know what you're gonna do because you don't always know where you're going. Okay. So I want to, first off, I want to create a little bit of a snow background for this one, just, you know, just for a little bit of interest. So I've got an A2 panel here, but I'm going to cut it down a wee smidge. So I'm cutting it to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, okay? And just to give it a little bit of an edge, I'm going to take that brown brush, which is here, and I'm going to just give it a little bit of edging. Probably would prefer a foam tool for this, but because this is what I have right by me, this is what I'm going to use. I think I want a foam thing, but he's already left my vicinity, so I don't know that I'm going to get him to come back to bring me a foam tool. Even if I keep talking about it. You're not listening to me at all, are you? What? I said you're not listening to me at all? I was chatting with myself saying, if I keep requesting a foam tool, maybe he'll hear me. It's easy to tune me out, isn't it?
I wish.
Well, I am pesky, so when I know that you've tuned me out,
That's what you need.
just like a flat one would be really nice. Because I'm not really sure I'm digging this. Yeah, not my favorite look here. Okay. Let's see if I can fix this, otherwise I'll just turn it over.
Just in case.
Okay, well, neither one of these is what I asked for, but
Set it flat, yeah?
I said a flat.
There you
So I said I wanted a flat one, and he hands me a splatter brush and a domed tool. That's pretty good. There we go. Thank you. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to pick up, because I don't actually want a ton on here, but I do want to kind of work it into my... Okay. So what's the difference? I'm going to flip this over and see if I can get... Plus, it's not a color I'm used to, but I think it'll be just fine because it will match the tree trunk. Okay, so I've got it held at quite an angle, but what I want actually that you don't get from the brushes is, let me get some on here and then I'll sort of show it to you. So what I'm looking for is, see that dyed edge? We get that kind of nice dyed edge around where all the ink collects here, and then it's dark and fans out pretty quick. With the brush, see, I don't really get that same effect that I wanted. So this is more like kind of like a 5-year-old putting on blush sort of a look, which is perfect for a lot of things. But for the look that I'm going for at the moment, it isn't not quite it. So, although for the first time in a long time, I did put on blush last night when, you know, I was feeling pretty awesome about myself. I've already teased him many, many times about that. Most of the night, actually. So, but I did make him take some pictures with me. So then we had to take pictures on the side of the street, and he's, you know, he's adequately accommodating, but it is not his favorite activity by any means. But he'll do it when I sort of make him. Okay. He does not like his picture taken. All right, there we go. Like that, much, much better. Okay, so now we're going to create a little bit of snowfall. What I'm going to grab is, I'm going to grab my Wow Ultra High. So this is the white embossing powder. And, sorry, hold on one minute. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Nope, just kidding. Okay. So this is, if you haven't used this before, this is embossing powder, but it's very chunky. Okay. So we're going to use this on our background to create a little bit of a snow effect. We have this in, I love the Ultra High for certain projects. So we have this in white, and could you maybe confirm for me? White, clear, silver, gold, and copper?
Wow.
Yeah, for Ultra High. You have to walk over and just make sure. I know, in stock. In stock. Yeah, well, I thought it was implied that you would walk over and check, but I don't know why I always think that.
Gloss.
Clear gloss?
White.
White?
Gold, silver, copper.
Gold, silver, and copper. Okay. So, like, gold and copper are stunning for fall projects. And, you know, this one is going to look like snow, but okay, normally I would pinch this from the bottle. I wouldn't actually try. I wouldn't put it in my palm like salt, but okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to grab that heat tool. And because we've sprinkled this on, there's nothing holding it in place, right? So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we heat from the bottom. So the trick here is to pick this up and not bonk it, okay? And so it takes a little bit of time, and hopefully you gotta be careful too because the heat will bend the paper a little bit. Oops, see, not bonk it. And you got to give it enough time to heat through the paper. Although this one nope, it's gonna blow it. I thought maybe it was soft enough that it wouldn't, but it is. This is really fun if you have a crafting assistant to hand him this part of the project too, but we'll do our own today. So, but it's actually melting pretty quickly. Hopefully you guys can start to see this coming. It's a bit of a weird angle for me, but I'm gonna stand. But these ultra highs, so like the clear is really awesome if you want to cover something and make it durable, but it's also cool for like raindrops. And then the silver looks really nice with like a blue background, you know, for the holiday times. And then gold also like on a red background or a green background, something similar to what we're making here. And then, sorry, it's getting a little toasty on my fingers. And then the copper and the gold, you could even sprinkle those together for fall makes. I think that would be absolutely gorgeous. It's so hot. Get a different corner here. And also with this, if you have, you know, if you kind of struggle to get it melted without like making it really hot on yourself, if you can just get it melted just a little bit to where it sticks to the paper, then you can go from the top side. But we're just trying to get, I'll show you once we get this last little bit melted over here. It actually melts quickly once it gets through the paper. But I am keeping it moving. I think you guys can see that. Almost there. There we go. So now I can heat from the top side and just finish off these last little bits. Plus it also helps when you're doing this technique to not start out with a cold heat tool. Remember, my heat tool was hot because he had just dried all that stuff. So, all right. Oh, you know what I'm going to need is the Big Shot. Forgot about that. All right, so that's how that turns out. So I don't know if you guys can see, but you actually get some dimension on here for the little snowdrops. It's really, really a pretty effect. Okay. I might just tape this on and let you die cut it, okay? So I'm going to pop this open and we're going to hand him over this part. Now Pink Fresh, just as a reminder, they have magnets, magnet sheets in their packaging, which is great. So you don't have to deal with all that sticky tape. So we're just gonna line this up. How does that look?
Looks great to me.
Does that look good?
Yeah.
Is it pretty centered?
Yeah.
Maybe trying to get it. Does that look up the tree? No, crooked. Up more? How's that look?
Fine.
Fine?
Yeah.
As in move on?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we just spent all this time doing it.
Looks great.
Can you put a little piece of paper over the top just to protect that texture paste? Well, that's the wood grain.
Will it work?
I guess so. It's not ideal, but okay. I guess so. It'll work, but it might waste the wood grain, which is what I didn't want you to do, but I guess it's gonna happen. Okay, so let me score this one. And so I've got an A2 piece here. Do I though? Do I? No, I don't. I did this the other day with my bad math. 8.5. I cut it at 11. Like a crazy person. Okay. So that looks a little bit more reasonable. Actually, is it a good cut? Yeah. Okay, so 4 1/4. This is the same color I used on here for the card base. You can kind of pick and choose what colors you want. So this is why I wanted to get those edges, because I wanted the same base. I just wanted a little bit of a frame around there. So it's still gonna kind of be a tone on tone background, but I liked how that ink is gonna frame it. So that's gonna go down like that. And then what I think we'll do is, you know, you keep walking away. I know it's in hopes that I won't need you. Is that about right? Huh? No? Yes? All right. Hold on one second. My helpful hand there walked away. That'll work. And okay. So I also want just like a little sentiment for the card. So what I'm going to do is the sentiments that come with this set, we have Fa La 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 La, which has a die, or the word joy that has a die. So I think maybe, well, let's before we do that, let's just start laying this out and see what we want for our sentiment, okay? So I'll grab the adhesive here, the glue, and get this piece down. I might skip the sentiment. I just looked at the time. It's pretty. You didn't tell me we were going so long. Brooklyn. Yeah, you're supposed to be the clock watcher. No? Okay. I might be quick about it and add the sentiment later. Okay. So you just want to kind of get that centered as best as possible. And then still got the tape on there from the die cutting. grab some foam. And actually, so I hadn't put a piece of protective paper over when he die cut, and the texture paste stayed perfectly fine. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. So we're going to just put that on there. This little piece right up top. And get these guys here. So these are our little presents. Now what I didn't do is I didn't use the extra stamp or the stamp for the extra detail. I guess we just sort of ran out of time today, but I think you guys can, we've done these before, so you probably have an idea of how that's going to roll out. You would do it before you cut. You can even do, if you stamp with the right kind of ink, you can even do the stamped detail before you stencil, and that can be really helpful for lining up your stencils. So today we went for a little bit more of a watercolor look, but so I'm going to put, say, that present right there and that one right there, and then we will, yeah, so I'll glue those down after the video. All right, so that is our project for today. Oh, I love how this turned out. I love, 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 love it. Okay, so let's do a quick review of all of the stuff. Things are sort of scattered around, but I think you guys will know just from following us what all is what. So we've got the die here, the die, the stencil, and the stamp. Let me get some of these things out of the way. I didn't realize I was running out of time. So the stamp, the stencil, and the die, $45 for the Under the Christmas Tree bundle from Pink Fresh. Okay, so, and we do have these in stock right now. They just arrived, which is why I wanted to do it on the video today. So we've got those for you guys. And then kind of a review about what we talked about at the beginning of the show is we have, oh, geez, just make this and then dip the corners. All right, we have the Whittle Snowman bundle. This one is $14, includes 2 sheets of the paper and the snowman and the Merry Christmas die to make that. And any of your nesting ovals can work, your nesting circles could work, your squares, your rectangles could work. So there's lots of options for making this version of the card. And if you do want more of that wood grain paper, we have that in stock in brown, ivory, or white. And then these guys here are on early reserve. Basically, they've been ordered, so they'll be here pretty soon, and they're $33 for each set. So we've got the house, and these are the ones that make these cool easel cards. So you can make it into an easel card, but because of the way the die set comes, it's also going to be great as just like a flat piece if you want to just do a regular, regular flat card. So we've got the house, the snow globe, and the barn. Just a reminder, the wreath does not come with the barn, but you probably have something in your stash that you could make that. But also what I liked, and I don't think I mentioned this before, is that he decorated it with all those little gems that we just showed yesterday. So super fun. Love these. Really excited for them. Okay, and then we have a bunch of the new kits that just arrived. So we've got the collection kit for the Rustic Christmas, which includes 12 sheets of paper and the stickers. And the collection kit is $15. Then we have the Deluxe Collector's Essential Kit. This has everything that the collection kit has, the 12 papers and the sticker, but you also get the bits and pieces, and you get the chipboard stickers and a washi tape that coordinates. So this is really, you know, kind of a more of a complete collection for those of you guys that like more embellishments with your papers. So that one is $26. And then we have these new page kits. So the page kits are $15 and makes 2 double page layouts. It's going to include a bunch of the die cuts that you need and a sheet of chipboard. So they're $15. This one is Magical Season. This one is Happy Haunting. So cute. And this one is Autumn Harvest. Okay. So when you add in all those die cuts and whatnots, you get really kind of a pretty layered look. But a reminder that the paper, if you didn't catch the first part where we walked through these, the paper is printed with the layers, and then the die cuts and the chipboard is what makes the actual dimension for these. This one is the card kit, and this is great for all of these kits from Simple Stories are good for crafters of all levels. They come with instructions. This one makes 8 cards for $12. So there we go. Thank you guys so much. It's been a fun afternoon, although I'm sorry I waffled on for so long. And we will see you guys all tomorrow for Wine Friday. Thanks. Bye.